Christ in me sees the Christ in you. Everyone's a chosen one, the many and the few. All together now it takes two. The Christ in me and the Christ in you. To know love is to be loved, and I know love will stay alive. If the Christ in me sees the Christ in you, everyone's a chosen one, the many and the few. All together now it takes two. The Christ in me and the Christ in you. If my friend feels sad or broken, every time that my heart opens, love makes its way into the world. When the Christ in me sees the Christ in you, everyone's a chosen one, the many and the few. All together now it takes two. The Christ in me and the Christ in you. I can do all things through Christ who is my strength. I can do all things through Christ who is my strength. I can do all things through Christ who is my strength. I can do all things through Christ who is my strength. I can do all things through Christ who is my strength. I can do all things through Christ who is my strength. I can do all things through Christ who is my strength. I can do all things through Christ who is my strength. I can do all things through Christ who is my strength. I can do all things. Sees the Christ who is my strength. I can do all things. Sees the Christ who is my strength.
Namaste. And welcome to our beautiful live streaming Sunday here at the Life Enrichment Center on another amazing summer Sunday in August. And we still have one more week in August. So as I promised, it's a long month. And it's the last of the summer months, so that's pretty cool. Well, welcome, and I'd like to invite us all now to join together in a centering prayer. So if you would, just close your eyes and just focus on your breathing and let it slow down. And just allow yourself to breathe in fully and slowly, to exhale completely. And as you do, as you focus on your breath, it becomes easier as our thoughts slow down to be present in this present moment. And it is in this present moment where all things are possible. It is in this present moment where all life is becoming what's next. And so into this holy movement of life, this holy realm of possibilities. We speak our prayer now for the healing of everyone who is calling for healing. We know that what is coming next in every being is greater health, greater movement of the physical body, painless flexibility, the healing of every organ and every tissue and every cell. For all of life is receiving the calling. And life is answering and becoming the answer. And we accept healing now. And we are so grateful to know that life is becoming, even in this moment, more peaceful. Greater expressions of peace in thought and word and action are what's next. And we are so happy to know that life is unfolding in this beautiful way, in health and well-being, in love and peace. We know that that answer is becoming all of those things here and now. And we say thank you. Thank you for this answered prayer. And we accept it in every way, right here and right now. And so it is. Amen. All right, well, we have an opening affirmative statement that I'd like to invite you to say after me. Here we go. I am playful in my life.
I am playful in my life.
I am having fun being me.
I am having fun being me.
I am easy on myself and others.
I am easy on myself and others.
And look for joy in all my relationships.
And look for joy in all my relationships.
All right. Okay, so we have a few announcements. As it's been mentioned every week, our August focus is on the power of play. And CDs of today's talk, Dream a Little Dream of Me, will be available as a CD for $3 upon request. And it'll be up on our podcast tomorrow, along with a full video of today's live streaming and a synopsis as well. We don't want you to miss a word. Okay. And Reverend Kim's class, Creating Sacred Space, which is based on the Chinese art of Feng Shui, is coming up soon via Zoom. The 4 Thursdays in September from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. And the cost is $60. If you want to know more about it, there is in the events section on our Facebook page, it explains it all, and there may be an email coming around with more details as well, but it is a fun experience to, it's not just about organizing your house, it's about getting the feel that you want in your house. And since we're all spending so much time there, this could be a really good class to take. So go to our Facebook page, Life Enrichment Center, and check it out. And then you can go to our website, lecflint.com, and sign up there. Okay. And you are also welcome to join us on Wednesdays for What's Up Wednesdays. And we get together via Zoom at noon. And we begin with an opening centering meditation. That's a lot of fun because it's based on whatever we're focusing on for the month. So we're having a lot of fun centering and having a guided meditation on the power of play within us. So join us. If you want to do the centering meditation, zoom in on time and let Jim Gould know if you haven't been there before. And he can be reached at j.r.gould123@gmail.com. Okay, that's it for now. Except, just gotta say, we've got something super planned for September. And it's unfolding. I won't say any more about it, especially because I'm being told to shush, shush. But I'm so excited, and I can hardly wait, obviously, to tell you more about it. But something really special is going on in September. So stay tuned. Don't miss one Sunday, because you might miss out on hearing about it. All right. Okay, so if you're new this morning, you may hear some concepts that you haven't heard before. This is a talk that is really, it's very clear, but it's very deep. And if you hear something that you haven't heard before, just let it flow over you. Listen to it again. If you aren't new to LEC and you hear something this morning that you go, listen to it again. Read the synopsis. This is just so good. So, yeah, I'm excited about it. So, to get us started, we're going to listen to Gary Lynn Floyd and his wonderful song, Unbound.
Unfold your heart. Relax your senses. Feel every part. Make God inside love's growing. So take your guard and let it down. Deeper still till you come around. Breath, release your cringe. Love without waiting, slowly unhinge. You ain't got a thing to fear. Looks like love is growing here. So take your guard and let it down. Go deeper still until you come unwound. Stop waiting for love to find you. Look inside your heart. Love's already who you are. Already who you are. So lift up your voice. Lift it up now. Let it be heard. Let it be heard. And tell me your story, tell it to me, and don't leave out a word, not a word, no. 'Cause I think I have been there too. I'm a seeker just like you, and you ain't got a thing to fear. Looks like love is growing here, so take your guard and let it down. Go deeper still until you come unwound. Unbound. Lay it down, lay it down, lay it down, down, down. Unbound. Lay it on down, down, down. Lay it on down. Unbound. Yeah, yeah. Unbound. Oh, unbound. Open your mind, unfold your heart.
All right. Well, all this month we are exploring the playful energy of joy and the joyful energy of play that is the nature of the universe in which we live. A spirit of joy fills the universe because there's nothing to oppose its happiness, nothing to contradict the perfect forms and the unlimited beauty it creates. Science of Mind tells us the spirit could know nothing outside itself. It is the center and circumference of everything that exists. It has no enemies, no differences, no otherness, no apartness, and no separation from itself. The pure, positive energy of the ecstasy of love is everywhere life is, including right where we are. It's a power of one, and we are one with that one. We are one with it right here on earth. The energy of pure love, undiluted joy, and absolute peace lives in us because we are one with a universe that pulsates and oscillates with the vibration of the divine intention of God for all creation. The way of knowing tells us there can only be God. You are God's dream. You are God's creation. You are God's child in the sense that you are God, shaping herself into a temporary expression of herself. And for what purpose? To simply extend creation. You are that one. All power in heaven and earth resides within you. We are not only living in the universe, it is living in us as us. We are that one. We are an essential part of the extension of creation because we are that creation. If we're alive right now, we have been created by God. There is no other creator and no other life to create from. There's just one. The book of Psalms we read, know that he is the Lord Jehovah our God, and it is he who has made us, and it was not we ourselves. The life we are living right now is a unique expression of the one creation of God. The universe intends to extend and expand love, joy, and peace through the very life that we are living right now. That's how valuable we all are. That's how much each of us matters. Which brings us to the title of today's talk, Dream a Little Dream of Me. Now, the self that each of us calls me, though we appear to be, has never been separate from the self that is we. We have never been separate from the one life we share. We're one created to have fun, even though at times it doesn't seem like we're having fun yet. But even though we're here in these human bodies, this is only a small part of who we are. We are so much greater than we appear to be. Who we are, this is not the biggest part of us, this me. And it's not the only life that we're involved in, this three-dimensional world, because we are spiritual beings, even now. Amazing spiritual beings that are having a human experience. I mean, we may focus most or all of our attention on the three-dimensional world we see. But it's what we're doing spiritually, vibrationally, mentally, and emotionally. It's what we're thinking and how we're feeling about what we're thinking that causes the world we see to appear the way it does to us three-dimensionally. That's why changing our unseen thinking can actually change our life in these three dimensions. That's why when we choose to see life differently, when we choose to see it as affected by our positive choices, we experience that life. We exist in the creative flow of life that's eternally going on everywhere, and it's going on right where we are, no matter where we are. Like it or not, we are creating our life every moment by choosing how we will experience that moment. We can't turn off the creative tap to watch the news and then turn it back on to watch a sunset. The creative force of the universe that gave birth to us is God. And God is present within us whether we're thinking godlike thoughts or not. That's why we can't afford the luxury of a negative thought if we want to live in a world that we enjoy, if we want to create a positive world to live in. We can't take back a thought once we've thought it, because a thought has a life of its own. And just like the ripples in the water, when we toss in a stone, to a stream? Or just like the Energizer Bunny, it just keeps going and going and going. And we can't keep a thought private in our head no matter how hard-headed we may be. Because our thoughts emit a creative vibration that goes out everywhere into the universe and can be picked up by anyone vibrating on our frequency, be it the high frequency of love or the low frequency of fear. It's out there. A Course of Love tells us you think that you have changed the nature of the universe and made it possible for life to exist separately and alone, with no relationship, no connection, no unity with the whole. This you have not done. What's going on in the world today isn't separate from the thoughts that created it, and all of our thoughts are in the mix. What some are calling the new normal isn't natural to us spiritually, not to any of us. But it is a reflection of our belief we have the power to change the nature of the universe. And thank God we do not, even when we pretend that we do. We're co-creating together because there is no otherness. There is no apartness in the wholeness of life. This life is one, and we are that one. Our world is struggling to breathe right now, not because of some virus that is separate from us or has power over us. We've simply forgotten that we are one breath together. And in that forgetfulness, we are pinching ourselves off from the love and the joy and the peace and the health and well-being that belong to us and are natural to us, even here on earth in these physical bodies. Our incessant focus solely on the three-dimensional appearance of life causes us to fight against what we see that we don't like, and through the power of that creative flow in which we live, we create more of what we don't want. We've forgotten it's what we're doing spiritually and vibrationally and mentally and emotionally that's causing the world to appear the way it's appearing to us. It's not to say that we need to stop passionately caring about what's happening in the world or in our country or in our individual life. It's to say there's far more power in remembering that this is only a dream of separation, and not the reality of who we are. And that it's our thoughts that must change before the world we see changes. Now, we considered this question last Sunday. What if we chose to come into physical form where we appear to be created separately and so differently? To temporarily shape our oneness into forms of separateness for the purpose of extending creation? What if we dreamed a dream of a separate me, intentionally, solely for the joy that a unique human perspective would give to us of the universe that we want to uniquely extend through us? The Way of Knowing tells us you put on the body-mind for the simple enjoyment of looking out through it to observe what creation is like from that perspective. Not unlike one who would go to a costume ball, puts on a certain costume just to play at being Louis XIV or Lady Godiva. Not much of a costume. Or Mother Mary. Or if you want to be very radical, Jesus of Nazareth. You are the creator of all those costumes. We've been fooled by our own game, and it's time we wake up and stop being so foolish. We are in God and of God. There is no life without God. We are God shaping herself into a temporary expression of herself, individually and collectively. And all power in heaven and earth reside within us. But we can't use that power in positive ways in this world. As long as we take our human costumes so seriously and choose to see ourselves and others and the world so negatively. If we want to live a life we all enjoy living together, a life we've dreamed of living, we must begin to remember the love that we are and enjoy offering that love no matter what. No matter what. Don Miguel Ruiz wrote, "Life is nothing but a dream. And if you create your life with love, your dream becomes a masterpiece of art." Even so, there's always an art critic somewhere. Now, we may not like the costume someone's wearing, but rather than wasting our mental energy criticizing it or getting angry because they are choosing to wear it, we can choose to see beyond it with a full awareness that only God is behind it. We can be for a political candidate. We can be for certain issues. We can be for changes in policies without pointing out and focusing on all the things we're against. It's like life is a smorgasbord. There's everything that you can imagine available. And you got your plate, and instead of choosing what you want from it, you start talking about what you don't like there and what you don't like there, and that better not get on your plate. Just take what you want and enjoy it. We can focus on the life we want to live and the world we want to live it in, with full awareness that the thoughts we focus on emit a vibration that attracts to us. In 3D manifestation, the thoughts we hold in our mind. That's what we're seeing out there. The way of transformation tells us when you finally choose to awaken fully and wholly, by welcoming love back into your mind, and by becoming committed to resting only in loving thoughts, you will discover that illusions are just that. They contain no existence. But we do. If we want to bless the world in which we live, if we want to feel good and experience well-being, physically, mentally, emotionally. If we want to live the happy life of our dreams, we must be willing to rise to the occasion of the joyous high vibration of creation that's the center and circumference of all that exists, where there is nothing to oppose our happiness, where we have no enemies to fight against, no differences that matter, no otherness and no apartness from the love we are together. In the end, love wins, because love has no opposition and love has no end. Its extension and expansion of the universe is eternal. And we are the way and the means through which love extends and expands forever and ever. In the Way of Transformation, we read, "Creation waits upon you, the anointed child of God, sent as that one who is the Savior of all things. You are then Christ incarnate. To the degree that you become crazy enough in the eyes of your world to simply assume the truth and become wholly committed to listening to no other voice." And there's a lot of voices we could listen to. If we want the world to change, we need to see it differently ourselves. No one can see it differently or make it different before our eyes. It's up to each of us. And we do that by committing to the voice of truth within us that has no opposition. We see what we want to see. We see what we desire to see. Let us see what we would love to see. We must be willing to become crazy enough in the eyes of this world to let the Christ in us see the Christ in every living being, knowing that no matter what appears to be, there can only be God. Namaste. All right. Good one, huh? Woo! Yeah. All right. Amen. Okay. All right. Well, this is the time of our service when we'll slowly, because my goodness, we are moving along here, but we'll slowly say thank you. Matter of fact, we'll say thank you, thank you, thank you. And we could do that for another 5 minutes if we want to, because that's how we're feeling here. We are so grateful to be live streaming. We are so grateful that so many of you tune in live and watch later, and that we can connect in this way. We feel our oneness together, everyone here, this beautiful stream team. Every one of them feels the love that you're feeling right now for us, for LEC, for the message, for our oneness. There's just so much to be grateful for. We could just start now and keep going through several lifetimes, maybe 20 or 30 lifetimes. Well, a lot of lifetimes. But let's just start with this one. Let's just start feeling our gratitude. And if you'd like to express your gratitude for LEC and what we're doing and you haven't yet, then we invite you to do that, and there's lots of ways to do it. So I'll just say that you can go to our Facebook page, Life Enrichment Center, and hit the donate button. You can go to our webpage, which is lecflint.com, and hit the contribute button. You can go to PayPal, you can mail in a check, and as always, you can text. All right. So there ain't nothing stopping you from expressing your gratitude if this is how you want to express it. We are grateful if it is. And we're grateful to everyone who is supporting. It's really a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing to be experiencing this together in these exceptional times. Okay, well, I guess that's it, unless any of you have anything you want to say, because we'll just go on to our gratitude song. And it's called Grateful. What a perfect title for it. And it's by Nemo Patel and Daniel Namad.
You're my life, you're my breath, you're a smile, you're my guest. You're the earth, you're the sun, you're the grass, you are love. You're my hands, you're a bug, you're my eyes, you're a hug. You're the light in the dark, you're the spark, you are fun. You're my mom, you are water, you're the stars, you're my daughter. You're my friend till the end, you're my dreams, you're my father. You're the ants on the ground, the miracles that surround. I'm feeling it all around, the hemisphere in the clouds. You're my pain, you're my sorrow, you're my hope for tomorrow. You're the strength when I'm hollow, you're the path that I follow. You're the blessings that exist, the small things that are bliss. The gift to realize that everything
all that I am, all that I see, all that I've been, and all that I'll ever be is a blessing. It's so amazing, and I'm grateful for it all, for it all. Grateful for it
You're the blessings every time I try to count. You're the lessons that I learned every time I turn around. You're the water when I'm burned every time I think I found everything I'm looking for. You're the sign saying stop to take a bow and keep moving forward and start looking towards your heart. It'll open all the doors and only then you'll start to hear the world singing chorus with your mind and heart aligned in purpose. Everything
all
will feel
that I
gorgeous.
am, all that I see, all that I've been, and all that I'll ever be is a blessing. It's so amazing, and I'm grateful for it all.
Every day I sit and pray cause what I have is more than I deserve or could ever imagine. How do I give back to all of this magic and spread the love so everybody can have it? Doesn't matter if I'm rich or poor, if I got a family or if I'm all alone. Bad things happen, I can just complain and moan, but there's a million things that I can be grateful for.
So I lift up my hands now, and I open my heart, and my gratitude goes out to everything near and far. All that I am,
Everything I am and everything I see, everything I hope and everything I dream, everything I feel and everything I be. I look deep down and feel all the blessings. Everything I am and everything I see, everything I hope and everything I dream, everything I feel and everything I be. I'm grateful for it all. It's amazing. Everything I am and everything I see, everything I hope and everything I dream, everything I feel and everything I be. I look deep down and feel all the blessings. Everything I am and everything I see, everything I hope and everything I dream, everything I feel and everything I be. I'm grateful for it all. It's amazing. blessings that exist, the small things that are bliss, the gift to realize that everything is a gift.
We are so grateful in this moment for the breath that we take, for the beat of our hearts, for this new day, to just be in love with life and to offer love to life, and just to feel our oneness with all life. Everything is a gift. Everyone, every event, everything is a gift. What's going on now in this world, we can open to the gift that it brings and truly allow it to bring the greatest gift of all, our awareness of our oneness and the love that we are together. How beautiful. How healing, how filled with health and well-being we feel when we realize who we are and what we are. We are grateful for this day to know that. We are grateful this day to be that. We are grateful this day for all that comes to us and all that we can give. Life is good, and we are grateful to know that. And feeling such joy and happiness just to be alive and be experiencing this life together. Let us say our statement of abundance. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Amen. All right, well, we do have a closing affirmation. It's not a long one, but I'll say it slowly. You'll like it. I am that one through which love expresses in the world. Are you ready? I am that one through which love expresses in the world. Again, I am that one through which love expresses in the world. One more time. I am that one through which love expresses in the world. Whew! Yeah, let's let it out. Let love into the world through us. How cool is that? Okay, well, we're going to sign out on the peace song, and I'm not going to say a word, so we can just listen to it. Each other in perfect harmony.
Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyful vow to take
peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Every one of us to be free. Find our hearts, open our eyes and see. We can all have everything without